Hello friends, welcome back to Ash of God's Redemption. We are in chapter 8, which means we are in the end game. Ash of God's Redemption has 9 chapters, I believe. I think the last two have a lot of exposition. I guess we'll see. We are now playing with Hopper Rouley. We've just arrived in Opakum. Thorn Brenin is still on the way. Lo Pheng is here as well. So, we can talk to Karanzan and Ake. The giant warrior feels right at home, here in a fortress about to be besieged. He can help you navigate the chaos. You find Ake conversing with some vandal. He waves a hand as he sees you. Look who's here. It's Padagang, the merchant. He was in Albius when the reaping began. He's now an advisor to Staket Vihti. Can you imagine? Rask put in a good word for him. I was just telling Padagang how we met that little fellow and then parted ways. Yeah, unfortunately Rask is dead. Killed by that Reaper at the water manor. You have to restrain yourself from wincing. Ake doesn't need to know what happened to Rask. Meanwhile, Padagang is looking at you as if he's reading your mind. You nod to him and try to ask something, but Ake interrupts. The big fellow laughs and taps the Vandal on the shoulder. Padagang is gonna arrange our stay and dinner, so we won't have to huddle in a barracks. Well, King Tree will arrive shortly. I have to deal with some urgent matters. Padagang follows Ake with his eyes, then turns to you. It is no accident that we met here, my dear book lover. I can see the questions forming in your head. Ask away. You look at the Vandal warrior turned merchant and see a man who has lost his loved ones. He is also a man gifted with second sight. There must have been shamans in his bloodline. You look at me more intensely than damsels used to look at the skills on my stall. Come, ask away, for I have a lot on my plate. Rask is nowhere to be found, and I am busy as a bee. Did you flee Albius because of the reaping? You cannot escape the reaping. What unnerved me were the people, or were they even people? Some wear monster's skin, others a cardinal's robes, still others wear regular clothing, just as you do. You can see these things? Did you have shaman ancestors? You saw the Reaper then, but you ran away from the Cardinal, not from the Reaper. Why are you not running away from me? I'm nothing to the Reaper. He can have us all in one go. The Cardinal, on the other hand, had a personal interest in me. You see, he needed eyewitness accounts of the events in Albius. I'm glad it's not me he's come here for. As for trouble, you bring it into yourself. Did you see anything out of the ordinary in Albius? I've seen sorcery of all kinds. It is like a blinding light to me. First, a young woman came to Albius, and I swear I've never seen a finer lass in my entire life. After that, it seemed to me that the sky went dark with storm clouds. It was then that the Reaper appeared. Finally, when the bell began to peal, the darkness started to dissipate. What can you tell me about Thorn Brenin or his daughter? Are they sorcerers too? How did they resist the Reaper? That I cannot say. You can spend all your life cracking nuts, yet break a tooth on just one, or so they say. The Brennians are tough to crack. There is something special about them, but I cannot say what, my friend. Why did you decide to stay in Opakum? It's easier to breathe here. The plague I narrowly escaped in Albius seems to be less potent. Even the cardinal here is different. I'm nevertheless afraid these blessings won't last. Why is that, and why are you here if they will not last? I see everything, but I cannot explain it all. The darkness thickens. Soon it will engulf Opakum. What lies at its heart is not my concern. I just know that there is nowhere else to run. Everything will be decided here. I can feel it. That's it for questions, but there is something I want to tell you. I have bad news for you, Padagang. Your friend Rask has lost his life. Lost it completely and irrevocably. It happened several days ago. I have no desire to speak of it, but you should abandon any hope of ever seeing him again. I knew that Rask had perished the moment it happened. I sensed trouble in him, just like I sense it in you. I'm no sorcerer, of course, I just feel it. I won't prattle on, I promise. No need to draw attention. You see and feel everything. You ran away from the cardinal but stayed put when he came to Opakum. You saw trouble in Rask and Rask is no more. You saw trouble in me, yet still I live. Are you a sorcerer by any chance? Seeing things doesn't make one a sorcerer. I went for a stroll around the fortress on my first day here. The ruins beneath the manor fascinated me. I don't know whether you looked carefully enough, but there used to be an inscription there. Now it's gone. Why did you not read it when you saw it? Perhaps it was meant for your eyes. That's unlikely. I had shaman ancestors, but I'm not one myself. I should be going now. Riddles and cryptic words have been getting on my nerves as of late. Hmm, secret inscription. Coronzon, the cardinal will find you even if you do not announce your presence. Perhaps it's better to leave him be for the moment. The mystery of the lifeless sacred stone is gnawing at your mind. You should have a look at it. From the outside, the fortress looked frozen in frightened expectation, but inside it's abuzz with life. Hundreds, even thousands of soldiers scurry to and fro. Arrows and stones are being hauled into the walls. Kindling is piled under huge cauldrons filled with slabs of tar. Horses neigh nervously. A baby is crying. Clean undergarments are being hung to dry. If that is nigh, you might as well wear clean clothes. A short distance from the gate, you see the mysterious rock jutting out of the ground like a black fang. You've been to Ovacom many times, and every time you've stood here, admiring the ominous, lifeless menhir and the white ruins smashed and pushed into the ground beneath it. Over the centuries, the menhir has become part of the wall, while the white boulders have practically disappeared. In fact, all you can see is a single cracked lintel which used to rest on a row of columns. What is so special about this manor except that it destroyed an ancient chapel from which it rose? It's a millennium-old mystery, an everlasting one. People seem to avoid it without even thinking, and there's a ring of emptiness around the rock. Even in the crowd-thronged square, you stop at a distance as if you yourself were afraid. Someone stands behind you, not too close, not too far either. Only for a moment you believe that it's Amma. You're lost in a strange love. Listening carefully, you realize that it's someone else, familiar yet different. She has come to speak to you, and it's not a conversation you can avoid. You turn to face a tall blonde woman. The way she looks at you suggests that she already knows everything you could tell her. Her resemblance to Amma is striking, save for the lacking fairness of her hair. My name is Philia. I've been waiting for you. Mother told me you would surely come here. I wouldn't have, but your mother drove me here with promises, riddles, and cunning. She even cursed me. Just who is your mother? I can only tell you what I myself know. My mother, I call her Chila. Unda to those who have never met her. Believe me, if she had laid a burden on anyone, she would have shouldered twice as much herself. This is the least of my concerns at the moment. Tell me, can I be rid of the curse in Opakum or not? Why not draw your sword and ask me whether you could win a duel? How am I to know? I'm no fencing expert. I know not your opponent, nor, in fact, do I know you. Do not ask me about matters you yourself are supposed to ascertain. This is not the reason I'm here. Why am I here? Where are my secret words? Are they on the manor? There's nothing. Where's the stone I'm supposed to read? You've come to the right place, Lance, but you are looking the wrong way. The words you need are on the white stone, which is much more ancient than the manor crushing it. Come closer and you'll see. I've studied the ruins of the ancient chapel 1,000 times, and I've never seen a single word inscribed on them. Who could have done it? The Opacom gods keep a close watch on Omenir, even though it's been dead for 1,000 years. Yes, I see an inscription. It wasn't there before, because you carry misfortune within you. Because you carry misfortune within you, you look dumbfounded. Is there anything else written on the stone? There are more words, but they're enchanted. Seems like a trap to me. You think someone is after you? Don't you know that writing this took more effort than reading it? What if it's your salvation? Would be foolish not to try, I suppose. Oh my god. A wave of weakness washes over you. The world goes black for just a moment, but you quickly pull yourself together. Hey, what happened to you? You gave me quite a scare. I thought you were going to faint. Take into yourself that which you can take, for there is no one else to take it, and if you do not burn out, carry it, and with every step your burden shall become greater, for you carry it for many, and their number increases still. You will save yourself by saving others, but you will not keep misfortune away, because you carry misfortune within you. Every phrase is patched here except for the seventh. Does that mean I didn't have to go chasing all those fragments? I could have just read them here? There is more to it than meets the eye. Everything comes with a price. Some words are akin to stones. Were they to all fall upon you at once, you'd be crushed beneath their weight. Where's the seventh stone then? It all started with these instructions. Follow the guiding one. Correct the 7 parts of wisdom. Read this and be saved. Where is the seventh fragment? I'm in Opacum. There is nowhere else to go. My hand is black and my heart is racked with pain. My message is this. You'll find the last words in the very end, or else on the dearest one. Don't ask me to interpret it. I myself don't know what it means. Think. That's it? What am I supposed to do with this message? How can I save myself? Handing over a package. I have nothing else to say. You can have your book back. Mother sends it with apologies for borrowing it. Great power is held within, though not in the paper nor the binding. Damnation, quite a family you've got. If everything gets sorted out, my arm, the reaping, the war, this accursed spell, your mother had better stay out of my sight. It will not just sort itself out, Blance. We'll talk of this later. Alright, oh my god, goes forward 93%. Let's talk to the Cardinal. Hello, you're called Hopper now, right? Why are you here while Thorn Brenin and his daughter are not? Where are they? I followed him to Frigga and looked for his trail on the roads leading to Opacom. I must have outpaced him, but I expect him to arrive by the end of the day, barring any accidents. I hope you are not mistaken. Is it true that Thorn was pardoned? Unless he's done something insane since then, there will be a place for him on the walls of Opacom. Tell me, why are you still in Opacom? The Frisians are approaching. It's not like you stayed in a besieged fortress. Don't make excuses. I know that you consider bravery foolish. Do I look like someone who makes excuses? He who comes on time does not rush. How can I leave Ovacum without presenting my compliments to the magnificent King Trig? He will come here, you'll see. Are you still mad at Trig? I always settle my debts, especially if I owe them to paltry mortals. You owe me, Konozon. Thanks to you, my whole arm has turned black. Tendrils of this darkness are crawling toward my heart. I ask of you, leave King Trig be. Why do you request King Trig? Since when do you take interest in officials? You normally protect the weak and the poor. Consider it my whim. King Trig can be boorish and rash, but, giving due credit to Staket Victi, there is no better commander for the fortress. Could it be that you don't want Opacum to endure the siege? It will not endure, Blance, but I will grant your wish regardless, at least until Opacum falls and blackness consumes your heart. Why did you need Thorn? Need Thorn? What makes you think that? Did I say so? No, I don't really need him. I was just curious. It's not every day that you see someone who could withstand a Reaper. Did you plan to test him yourself? I test his daughter, although she very likely may have a higher purpose. What are they preparing to do in Opacum? What can you arrange in Opacum? It's a clean place. Isn't that what it's called? As if the land swept by the reaping were filthy. The Umbra from Frisia did not focus on Opacum for no reason, did they? I cannot speak for them, but I can make conjectures. I believe they mean to wake the dead Menhir, or something else. If you don't need me anymore, I'd like to take my leave. You may bow to me and leave then. Suddenly a bell begins to toll over Opacum. The sound is different from what you've heard in Albius. It's ragged and rushed as if the chimesman is trying to deliver an urgent message. The defenders drop everything they were doing, running errands, toiling to prepare for the siege, and they look up in trepidation. Something must have happened, and it's not the arrival of the Frisians, as soldiers in the bastions are also standing at the bell tower. You look around for someone who could offer an explanation, but all you see are troubled faces, as ignorant of what is happening as you are. In times of war, the tolling of a bell seldom heralds good news. There is commotion at the southern gate. Several riders enter. There are too few to be reinforcements, yet too numerous to be messengers. You strain your eyes and begin to recognize their faces. You brace yourself for the ill news. The first one you recognize is Shek, commander of the guard from Orsas. He leaps from his horse and tends to another rider who is wearing a fine cape and whose weapons have the glint of the finest steel. It's Trig, now king. He shoves Shek aside and dismounts on his own. Their journey must have been perilous. You shake your head. This entourage is far too scant for a king. It's definitely not the Germanan army. Something must have happened in Hyborg. Who is that white-haired woman among the soldiers? It cannot be. It's Amma. What is she doing here? And where did she come from? Staggering, she walks to the menhir while you stand rooted to the spot. Once again, something interrupts your brooding and awakens you from your stupor. It looks like another company has arrived in Opacom. Is this Strig's mounted rear guard catching up to him in the fortress? The riders are wounded and their horses exhausted. Prince Hederlig is also here. Hyborg must have fallen, cutting off the road to Berkana. That's the only explanation for such a ragged company coming to Opacom. The fortress will soon be besieged from all sides. You spot an icon among the new arrivals. A warrior from the Isle of Shadows is someone you least expected to see. You wonder what he could be doing in Opacom. The two groups come together. You watch Saket Vikti point a finger toward the main bastions as he explains something to King Trig. Deep in conversation with them is Ake. The giant looks around, notices you, and gestures for you to join the discussion. Do I see the infamous book lover? Skip the kneeling in times like this. Kneeling is only good for the scaffold, if you're lucky enough to even make it that far. I've spoken to Ake and Count Victi and learned that you were a scribe in Isana. I have many questions for you, Hopper, some more important than others. I am delighted to see you, and I'm quite grateful to you for healing my son. If only it were not for the misfortune of him running off after Thorn again. My men couldn't catch him. Where is Thorn? What have you been doing all this time? I'm holding out hope that you do not incur my wrath. Your Majesty, I ask the gods to spare me from your wrath. We followed Thorn's trail to Ovacom and anticipated his arrival. I'm sure he'll arrive by the end of the day. I hope he brings Hoda with him. Alright, we'll discuss this later. Now people praise you for your knowledge, so if you truly are as wise as they say, tell me this. What do the Reapers want and why are they aiding Frisia? Why did they drive us to Opacum and what exactly is so special about this fortress? The Reapers wish for Opacum to fall. Then why did they give me an escape route that would lead me here? The Reaper did not just slit open Hyper's defenses, it cleared the road to Opacum. I'm asking myself the same question. I'm no Reaper, Your Majesty, but I suspect that he wants you to seek sanctuary in Opacum. The secret of Opacum lies within its menhir. Is it not that? Who needs a menhir that hasn't healed a single ailing supplant? Frisia and the Reapers are unlikely to concern themselves with healing Berkans, Your Majesty. Temple servants know more about the sacred stones than I do, but I doubt that even they would be able to answer your question. The Reapers are not aiding Frisia. That does not seem quite accurate. It's the Berkanan fortresses the Reapers are taking. Berkanan warriors they're setting at each other's throats. How does that not count as aiding Phrygia against us in this war? The past has taught us that the Reapers do not aid anyone. They are Berkana's enemy as much as they are Phrygia's. When they crush one, the other rejoices and considers it aid until it too is destroyed. I can see that your wisdom is overpraised. You'd better be a finer chronicler than an advisor. We are at a pivotal point in history, and what follows is worth writing down in your annals. Do not miss anything. You can rely on me, Your Majesty. Everything I witness will be recorded, and you'll certainly receive a copy of the scroll for your archives. I hope that our descendants live to read all this. Now go. We'll let you know if you need it. Alright, we have two more NPC to talk to. Let's talk to Shaq first. Shaq has arrived with the king's entourage. You can ask him what happened in Hyborg. Didn't expect to see you here, Hopper. I overheard your conversation with the king. I gather you have some questions for me as well? Hello, Shaq. I would likely not be the only one asking questions. Everyone in Opacom is wondering what has happened to Hyborg. Hyborg has fallen. It would have endured despite the Gales and Vandals making a corduroy road through the swamp, had the Reaper not appeared by the main gate. I've not seen him myself, but apparently it was the same one as in Albion. The guards let him in. They then hacked each other to pieces. We were lucky to escape with our lives. Why did you not retreat to Ursus or Chera? Did you hear what I said about the corduroy road? Thousands of Gels and Vandals used it to cross to the Gold Gabonon road and block it off completely. We didn't plan to burrow in Ovacom. There was no other choice. It's as if we were driven here. Who haven't they yet called to Opacom? Why are the Northern Umbra doing this? I hope I'm not late with my insight. Did you send for reinforcements? Of course we sent for reinforcements, though I fear no messenger got through. I've seen carrier pigeons picked off with arrows just outside Hyborg's towers. We're being rounded up, Shek. If what you're saying is true, there are enemies coming through the march road, and they'll close the trap soon enough. Parisians on the other side, Gels and Vandals on the other. The Reapers do not personally fight in wars. It's not entirely true. As a boy, I heard the story of a great battle, 700 years ago, I think. Can you imagine 5 Reapers fighting in a battle of Drowsy Deep? 702 years ago, Shek. That battle was different. It was the final one. Or so it seemed at the time. Right now, a single Reaper can cause more than enough trouble. How did Heather League end up in Hyborg? Same way we ended up in Ovacom. The enemy left no other route. Heatherly planned to head east, but he couldn't go anywhere other than Hyborg. A hard battle was fought at its walls, and the Prince of Isana could have perished were it not for Lon. I would have never taken Lon for a good warrior. Doesn't quite have the countenance. How are the two monarchs getting along? Bickering about who should lead? No worse than Berkana's 5 kingdoms. There's nothing to bicker about. Trig and Heatherly command their own men. There was no time for arguing when we stormed out. They agreed that Count Victor should retain his post as commander in Opacom. Where did you meet the white-haired woman? Ama, you say? What makes you think she's here? She keeps to herself. She even has bodyguards. They helped us wipe out the pursuing enemies near Opacom. One of the guards is an icon. Can you believe it? It's the first time I've seen one of them up close. Ama used to have hundreds of icons by her side. Don't look at me like that, I'm just reminiscing. We'll have a chance to talk later. That's true. A besieged fortress is much like a ship. Even if you're sick and tired of each other, you cannot get away. But I have other matters to attend to. I hope to find Brand Victory. He's probably hiding under his father's wing. The bastard took off with the money for the Ursus guard's wages. Unbelievable. And he a count. I guess anything is possible. I'm sure Stackett will not turn his son over, even to the king. He would rather wall him up in a hole to save face. You're right. I won't ask about him. If he shows himself, he'll regret it. Otherwise, he can live wherever he's walled up. I hope he chokes on the money he's stolen. Amma's presence makes you feel as if you're back in the field at Drowsy Deep 700 years ago. You stand quietly next to Amma until she finally meets your gaze. Why are you here? I'm no seer, but I sense that the Reapers are plotting something, gathering everyone here. They want to kill you, Brance, and turn your spirit to ash, forever, irrevocably. I thought you should know. Who are they? Adna, Atrach, Dorkal, maybe others as well. Adna paid me a visit. What did she tell you? Who'd benefit from my death? Whatever the Reapers do, they do for a reason. Not many lower Umbra left. It's a right. They need a triple sacrifice. You, Kirlan, and I would guess Karbach. Killing 3 Umbra should release enough power to awaken one of the gods, who will then become incarnate in the chosen one marked with a special sign, someone strong enough to endure such a burden. Wake up, Amma. You're one of us. If what you say is true, then you're in danger. I'm here, and Karbach is close by, but Killan is dead. Even so, Opakum has been cleansed. The Reapers are powerless here. It's you who needs to wake up, Lance. They killed Killan, but didn't let him go. Atrak swallowed him, and he would spit him out here. The curse that binds you to that body makes you an easy target. Karbach will be the third. Why not me? I served them once again. They have other plans for me. Corazon is also their servant. There might be others too. Did Corazon betray the Temple of Divine Retribution? Could be. It's also possible that there is no distinction between the Temple of Divine Retribution and the Temple of Divine Wrath. Instead, there is only one temple, and waging the secret wars was simply an act of deception. When you and 12 fellow Umbra took to the field at Drowsy Deep, did you not wonder why Corazon was not there, nor Ananiel, nor Ene? That's too much. I refuse to believe it. Corazon is one son of a bitch, but Ananiel is not, nor is Ene. Though I cannot vouch for Ene, I can tell you one thing about my curse. It is not their doing. It takes away from the reaping. It upset Corazon. Someone else had cast it. This is what I don't understand, but it's irrelevant right now. Whether a human sorcerer attempting to stop the reaping, or Ananiel is playing games of his own. They're only pebbles that can't stop a landslide. Why do you assert them again? Adna found me and touched me with her crooked staff. Out of her 4 shadows, I'm the only one left. I can still shield my thoughts from her. I still have the power to go where I will. But I'm already her slave. I control this body, for now. But her spores are hatching inside it. If it were not for Opakum, if Opakum's purity isn't limitless, why are you here? The moment the protection fades, Adna will have her way with you. I will do whatever she wants. I'm here because you're in danger. Though, truthfully, you're not the reason I came. I saw a glimmer of hope, a joyous conclusion, and you have to work for it. But I don't know what exactly it is that you're supposed to do. How are they going to take Opakum? It has to do with a menhir. It's not truly dead. All menhirs are different. The water menhir doesn't get corrupted because it stands in the middle of a stream. The roaming menhir wanders around the Vale of Mercy. When the little menhir burned out, the ashen wasteland was created. And this one simply appeared in the wrong place. What do you mean in the wrong place? 1,000 years ago it grew out of a chapel that was already ancient, destroying it in the process. I've touched the remaining blocks 1,000 times, even dug up some of them. There's no power in those stones. I would have felt it. What if their lack of power is the opposite side of the powerlessness of a dead menhir? It was you who led Arna to me unknowingly. A month ago you came to me and traded a book. It was imbued with the same power as this chapel. Of all of us, you should know. Are the gods not dead? When we escaped the ashes of our dying world, the gods did everything in their power to save us. They sacrificed themselves. They made menus to protect us in this new world. Yet something went wrong and the reapings began. That is what I thought, because my pity for was blinding me. Now listen to me. Forget about mortals. Think of the gods. They do not make mistakes, and nothing can go wrong when they are at work. One of them didn't sacrifice himself. He was floated between sleep and death ever since. He is the one who set the last world ablaze. He is the one they mean to awaken.
Hmm?
All of Opacom will be an altar for this sacrifice. You're out of your mind. Three Umbra, some sort of sign, a chosen one, a divine incarnation. Who told you this nonsense? Was it Adna? Do you know that you cannot trust a single word she says? I wish it was nonsense, but I divined it myself. The visions are hazy and difficult to make out, as if fate is still deciding how the bones will fall. Faces swim around and fade. The only ones I see clearly are Kirlan's and yours. Yours is seldom dead. Amma, let's forget all our misfortunes and leave this place together. Do you still believe your will is free, or do you hope to repair a house that's already in ruins? I am very tired. A certain Philia was supposed to escort me to a quiet place where I can rest. There she is, already looking for you. My offer stands. Alright, I guess we finished all the dialogues. There are no more pressing matters. All that's left is to wait for the siege to begin. Things, things past cannot be recalled. The thought stings, so you turn around, head to the main bastions, and climb the stairs to the top of the wall. The green sea of the Vandal forest stretches before you. The puddles of the Vandal swamp glisten an oily black. On the north, the Milky Mountains reach for the sky. Only now does the significance of Amma's words slowly sink in. Your old life and world as you know it are coming to an end. A bell begins to toll over the keep. From the west, still far away, comes the twangy melody of Frisian horns and the beating of war drums. The distance muffles the clanging armor and marching feet, the squeaking axles of supply carts, but the wind carries a faint odor of sweat, dirt, and greasy cooking. Frisian legions are approaching Obakom. The siege will begin in a matter of hours. The sun is disappearing behind dark
There is
clouds.
one thing you cannot give up: control over your own life. If only you could trade it for your loved ones' lives.
Alright, we are switching to Thorn Brenin, who apparently is delayed. I'm not sure we'll reach Opakum in time before the siege, but I guess we'll see. Let's take the pilgrim's path. You notice that Gleda seems to be wilting. You want to cheer her up, and the conversation leads to her love of sword fighting. She reveals that she misses fencing practice with you. Offer Gleda a practice fight. You stop for a break and offer to practice fencing with your daughter. Soon enough, you have spectators and eager students. Everyone laughs, remembering days long gone. Some lost time and a dislocated arm are a small price to pay. Seeing your companions frolic about makes it all worth it. Oh God, no. Let's continue on the pilgrim's path. Score points at an odd structure of stone and branches. This looks like a local shrine, a receptacle for offerings. If you don't have a proper temple, you can You can heap offerings in places like this. The priests don't collect them here though, or do so rarely. You come closer and see a simple altar. Different tools are laid out on top, as well as a plate full of pies and a rope bracelet with 5 little strixes. You're surprised they haven't been stolen. The nearest settlement must be rather far, explaining the need for an altar. Leave the offerings where they are. You are about to leave when a group of locals wanders into sight. They look mildly interested. Say goodbye and leave. Your company scrambles to the highway so you can make it to Opacom in time. You've nearly run into Frisian horse patrols a couple of times already. You need to sneak past them if you want to beat them to the fortress. You haven't even traveled a league on the highway when a band of Frisians marches into view. You signal your companions to turn around, but the vanguard of the Frisian army appears on the road behind you, blocking you. Alright, we are going to fight. You draw your sword, we shall fight. There's no other choice. We'll have to smash through the soldiers blocking the road to Opacum. They're fewer. We can handle them. Alright, let's level up. There you go. More attack. Oh. Okay, we have a new card. Thirst for Distraction increases attack by 4. Don't need this. Okay, party. I think we should be okay like this. Alright. I'm gonna put you here. Yeah. Oh. Alright, then you're dead. I guess. Alright. Should be okay now. Should be dead. Oh! Alright. Oh god. Alright. Actually, this is good because I can bring my life back up. I think I'm going to try and destroy this guy. I think I'm going to move here. Give you shield. Nice. Right. Wait a minute. Alright, I'm going to kill you. And I'm going to kill you. Alright. Ouch. Okay. That wasn't that bad. That wasn't bad at all. Alright. I move first. I'm going to stun this guy. Okay. That's fine. I need to stun this guy. Nice. Oh, that hurt. Let me kill you.
Oh!
Okay. Right. Okay. Then I guess you are going to die.
Oh!
You're dead too. Alright. Nice. Having crushed the Frisian detachment, barring the way, you managed to escape at the last moment. You're lucky that the Frisian cavalry was held up by the vanguard, but now it's on your heels. That means we will have to fight them again, probably. These places seem to be totally controlled by the Frisian army. You come across a squad of the Northerners and must decide whether to fight them or hide and wait. Kill the invaders. You'll cleanse the lands of Berkana of at least some of its enemies, or die trying. Alright.
Huh?
There's no point in waiting. More attack is always good. Alright. Alright. Oh, wow, okay. We are going to focus on these two guys. I think I'm going to move here. Alright. Alright. Gonna kill this guy first. Before they can get any defense. 10 damage, okay. 20, okay. Alright. That's good. Yep, you're dead. You're not dead, okay. Okay, now I'm gonna get a little bit more movement because I wanna kill this guy. Okay, I'm going to move here. And I'm going to use parry. Okay. I'm going to kill this guy. I'm going to use defense. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna stun this guy. Gonna stun this guy too. Oh, I don't even need to stun him. I mean, he's going to be dead, so... Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. That's fine. I'm almost out of energy. Okay. Ouch. Alright, you're dead. And you're dead. Just a little bit more. There's barely a day left until you reach Opakum, but that doesn't mean you should let your guard down just yet. You can already make out the watchtower with a remote patrol in the distance. You still want to make sure that it's safe. You dismount and approach the tower from the forest. You quickly realize that you made the right decision. You make out a tree trunk blocking the road ahead. You return to your horses only to be greeted by a Frisian squad. Realizing their ambush was fruitless, they've decided to try their luck in direct combat. Well, their mistake. More damage. What do I need? I need more damage. Energy, yes, energy is good. Oh. Oh. There you go. That's it. Alright. So... I'm going to move you here, along with you. You stay in the back. There you go. I'm going to stun you. And use retaliation, not defense. There you go. Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. Because now I can actually kill you.
Oh!
Okay, those are way too far away from me, so I'll be okay. Oh, sorry about that. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. I'm going to have to Stun this guy, so he can't reach Thorn Brenin. Going to kill this guy. There you go. Alright. Okay, this guy is dead. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Dead. Nice. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. You're dead. Alright. I'm going to kill this guy. Alright. Heal this guy. 10 damage. That should be enough. Alright. Another victory. More cards. After the battle ceases, you look around the hill where Frisians once hid, mostly out of instinct rather than an expectation of finding something valuable. Your curiosity is rewarded, however. You find a man tied up with a bag over his head. Frisian captives should be set free, whoever they may be. Removing the bag from his head, you're surprised to discover it's your old pal, Stein. He's just as surprised to see you. You cut the sergeant's ropes, take the gag out of his mouth, and give him some time to catch his breath. Oh my god. Stein, I can't believe my eyes. What are you doing here? Have we made it to Albius? I can't believe mine either, Thorn, but I'm so happy. You've saved my life, damn it. Did you see the Northerners closing in? I lost my entire patrol and got captured. They'll lay siege to Opacum soon, I tell you. What's going on in Opacum? What do you think? Everyone's preparing for a siege. Nobody's ever conquered Opacum, though, so there's nothing to fear. True, Opacum's bastions have never seen Frisian flags. What about stuck at VIII? Trying to keep his spirits high, but then his son comes along and tries to issue orders in Staket's name, so the Count has to keep the dullard in check. I'm sorry for talking that way about your brother-in-law, Thor. Oh, I have far worse words in store for him. Best not to worry about it. I'll admit, though, I'm not particularly keen on seeing him again. Will the Frisians be there soon? We don't know the exact time or how many. Only one thing's clear. The first 3 legions are already on the road to Opacum. I was swearing to the fortress when I stumbled upon their patrol. Hope they don't beat us there. 3 legions may seem like a small army, but their numbers aren't sufficient to conquer Opacum. I'm guessing they'll lay siege until reinforcements arrive. We need to make it to Opacum quickly. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Finally. Opacum is only a couple of leagues away. At first, it seems like there's not a single person on the highway. Stein squints, scrutinizing the fortress. Curses, Frisian legions are already on Opacum's doorstep. The cavalry is leading the vanguard. You fancy your chances at making it to Opacum without alerting Frisians, but you conclude they are slim. To the gate, now. We have to beat them there, before all the entrances are blocked. Your daughter is doubtful. What if they can't open the gate in time, or don't open it at all? What if they think it's some Frisian ploy? You pull Gleda aside. We have to risk it. If we lose any more time, the Northerners will cut us off from Opacum. We'll meet the Frisians by that very gate. There's a steep incline there that'll force them to dismount. Your squad darts to the fort and the Frisian horse patrol predictably gives chase. The Northerners can't intercept you in time. You jump from your horses at Opacum's doorstep and wait for the inevitable battle to unfold. You look around the fortress walls and see the archers awaiting their orders. They're in no particular hurry to shoot you or the Frisians. That's some good discipline. Not a single arrow fired until the order is given. Well, we'll manage on our own. Damn. I would like more energy, but not 1 point of energy. So let's just take health. more attack. Oh, we have a new card. A Bloody Harvest. Reduces defense by 12. Sure. I'm taking this. I never used that health reducing card, which can only be used in round 4. By round 4, usually the battles are decided. So, all right. So these are the most dangerous ones. I'm going to put you guys here. And I'm going to put you here. Sure, why not? Oh, you hit yourself, okay. That's fine. I'm going to use retaliation. Yeah. Now, oh, this guy has 10 defense now. That's amazing. I'm gonna steal all your energy. Oh, you got yourself more energy. Interesting. 9 damage. That's not enough to kill me. Okay, I want to get rid of the archers because they are the most dangerous ones. They can do 20 damage in one hit. The rest aren't that dangerous at all. Oh, okay. Zero damage, nice. Alright, you're dead. Nice. I think I'm going to try and kill this one. Alright. But these guys have a lot of HP. So let's just start to kill them. Alright. Oh, that's not good. 10 damage, okay, I can take that. Not worried. Oh, 22. Oh, that's bad move. So the AI gave this unit 22 defense and then activated it, losing the bonus, the buff. That's kind of stupid. Oh well. I'm just going to have to kill you. You really want to kill my rogue. Huh. You won't succeed. Succeed. Alright. Okay, new achievement, get to Opakum on time. Apparently we did it. The battle is over. You look around until you find Gleda. You nod approvingly and sheathe your sword. Frisian legions are already lining up within arrow's range of the gate. Opakum's siege has begun. You hear the creaking of gigantic hinges and heavy clanking. Heavy chains roar and metal reels shriek as Opakum's gate opens. Better late than never. At least you've made it. Everything else is of little importance now. Prayer to the gods of war. Whoa. Wow, okay. This is the siege. 3 legions of Frisians. Opakum gate closes. Frisian legions fall into rank at the edge of the archer's range. At least you're already inside. Guards approach you. If your name is Thorn Brenin, then this fort's commander, Staket Vichti, is waiting for you, says their sergeant. He hopes you've not come alone, but I've no idea who else he's expecting. You must know though, right? You nod and turn to catch Gleda's gaze. She's still shivering from the last battle. You look at the horse carrying Max's covered body. I know who to bring to Staket Vichti, you say, but first I need you to send for the healer. Staket Vichti may need some help. His grandson's dead. This is his body. Take care of it. The guard's face grows pale. He sends someone to find the healer and issues a few more orders. You do not utter a word, and you proceed when he beckons you. Right now, all you need is a bit of respite, because you will soon face the Northerners laying siege to Opakum. But there is no escaping an encounter with your father-in-law. Seems like the messenger was nimble. You set foot inside a spacious chamber. Staket Vichti lunges forward, hugs Gleda, and then hesitates. He hugs your daughter again, sits her down on the bunk, and pulls you aside. I'll pay my respects to Mark on my own, Thorn. You did so for my daughter without me. Let me do the same for my grandson. He will be buried here inside the castle walls today, where no other burials are yet needed. I've already said my goodbyes, Staket. At least Greta still lives. After the reaping took Licky and Mark was killed near Frigga, she's the only reason I had to live. You've never been my favorite son-in-law, Thor, but you're quite the accomplished warrior. With the enemy ready to storm our home, it's hardly the appropriate time to talk of death. Opakum is our shared home now. There will be a feast in the throne room today. Consider this your invitation. We can discuss all else afterwards. King Trig now rules in Opakum? I may command the garrison, but I play by the king's rules, or the prince's. Hyburg has fallen, Thorn, and the king takes refuge in this fortress. He's plenty mad at you. I hope I don't have to throw you in the dungeon. Then I guess I've no choice but to attend. Perhaps I'll ask the king to consider putting me on Opakum's main bastion and not in the dungeon. Having a feast while under siege? That is King Trig's will. He wishes to celebrate our heroes in such a way that future generations may never outshine them. And to boost morale, I guess. Not long before the storm strikes. Feasts rarely boost morale. They fill your belly, weigh you down. Still, I'll be there, Saket. What else must I do? Nothing. I've already been told that Prince Ho is alive and that you were the one to bring him here. I imagine the king is quite pleased. Still, try to control yourself. Controlling oneself is much easier than controlling the swing of a sword. You've no cause for concern. Can I go? Do whatever you want, but remember, King Trick's will is law here, even for me. I have no wish to further add to my concerns. Licky Brenin, my daughter, is dead. I didn't even get the chance to hug her. My lineage is in great danger, and Brand Vichti is hardly interested in preserving it. Brand Vichti tried to murder your grandchildren, Sackett. You'll have to stop him somehow if you want to preserve your lineage. If he's in the fort, you'll have to lock him up in the dungeon, your quarters, or wherever you can. Just keep his madness in check. I can handle my own son without your help. Now stay in this fortress and don't let Trick see you till it's time. I'll send someone to arrange everything. You can go now. You leave stuck at Vicky's quarters with Gleda. The corridors are deserted and silent, almost as if there were no siege at all. You hear footsteps and grip the hilt of your sword. Who knows who could be running around the besieged fortress? A moment later, a figure wearing a vandal robe emerges from around the corner. You're surprised, but then you realize that it's Padagang. He violently marches toward Count Victor's quarters, skimming through some papers he's holding. He raises his head and notices you, then stops and breaks into a toothy smile. I'm so happy to see that you're well. Rask made me your father-in-law's assistant. By the way, I haven't worked so much in my whole life, damn it. Where would we be without Rask? In any case, I'm glad to see you here in good health, Padagang. Can you tell me the latest? Of course, my friend. I think you're already aware of the Frisians and Prince Trick's arrival. I think he wants to talk to you, but meeting with Frisians is a high priority at the moment. A couple of curious individuals are already looking for you as it is. Who else is after me? I understand why King Trick holds a grudge against me. I've already talked to Sackett. As for his son, that's their business. Who else wants to see me? Philia, daughter of Unda from Ursus. She's almost always hanging around the miner. There was also Hopper Rouley, the one sent after you, all the way from Albius. I last saw him by the wall, so he's seen you arrive. You've got nowhere to hide now. I have no intention of hiding. When someone wants to talk, it's awfully rude to turn them down. So, no one else made it from Albius to Opacum? Oh, I almost forgot. Your old servant is also wandering around here. Tenor, crying a river over the death of your wife. May her soul rest in peace. Count Vichy hired him as his servant again for old time's sake. Haven't seen anyone else. There's a lot of people in the fort. Can't keep your eye on everyone. I've told you all I know, friend. Now excuse me. I've kept the count waiting long enough. See you around. Alright. No longer have injuries. We have a couple of dialogues which we will complete next time. Thank you everyone for watching and see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.